So let's start with First Lady Michelle Obama. You've probably already heard a lot about this picture. It's caused quite a lot of discussion across the internet, and we've had many visitors come to visit Michelle. This is a portrait by the Baltimore artist Amy Sherald, who a few years earlier had actually won our portrait competition, the Outwin Buchiva portrait competition that happens every 3 years. Here you'll see a fantastic picture of Michelle Obama sitting actually outside. The sitting was done in the fresh air, but you see it's a blue background, wearing this wonderful dress. The dress was very appealing to the artist because it related to modern art. It actually looks like a constructivist painting, but also it has a quilt-like effect that made Amy Sherald and indeed Michelle Obama think about the G-Ben quilts that had been made by the ancestors of enslaved women. The most interesting aspect of this portrait is in fact the grey skin tone that the artist used to depict an African-American woman. And she said that she was actually channeling the history of African-American portraiture. Of course, when you were enslaved, you were unlikely to get a portrait of yourself made. It was very expensive. So the change happens with photography. Suddenly, black and white photographs with the Kodak is available, and families, black families, can actually have portraits taken of their friends and their beloved that, of course, reads initially as black. Amy Sherald carries around with her a beautiful picture of her grandmother that is a black and white portrait. And she said, I think I was unconsciously actually tapping into that image of this beautiful, self-assured, and very intelligent woman. She also made a point of saying, I'd like to move past questions of racial identity. We are a large country that, of course, has people of very different identities and appearances. And she said that this is a portrait of a strong woman who's made a difference, and I wanted her to have a universal quality. Now, some people might have actually seen the wonderful moment around March of 2018 where the little 3-year-old Parker Curry was caught gazing at awe at Mrs. Obama. Later on, when she was asked, "What did you see, Parker?" she said, "I thought she was a queen."